今日の曜日、日曜日. Today is Sunday, April 13th, 2025 here in Pacifica, California, 12 miles south of San Francisco. Just got back from Nick's MedakaMetal style, 45 to 68. That's 7 to 20 degrees Celsius over here. Pretty warm day. So just a follow-up of the water change. So last week I did my first 2/3 probably water change. I didn't disturb the environment. I just did a clear, just pulling the water out like I'm doing right now. Just siphoning out the water. And then after that, putting in additional new water that's been aged for about a day into this tub, which I haven't started yet. The most important thing is I don't really worry about the pH, all these parameters for Medakas and all that stuff. It's just basically the water temperature. So you want to make sure that the water temperature that you are introducing is pretty much the same as the water temperature that's in over here. So last week I did 2/3 of water change. This week I'm going to do about the same before I actually do a total reset. What is a total reset? A total reset is something you do once change of the seasons, right? So this tub's been sitting here since last year, winter time. No water changes and all that stuff. So for the first time in a couple months, I did a partial water change. And now a week later, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to do another partial water change. And after that, I'll do a full reset. Full reset meaning I will dump 100% of the water out and introduce babies into their new environment. And I know I am regurgitating a lot of the stuff that I'm talking about right now. But again, Medakas are strong, but they are the sun babies, the fish of the sun. But the water, sudden parameter changes will cause them to get ill. So they may be okay for a week or two, but you will probably start seeing them dropping randomly just because of the stress level, right? So they endured the stress for a week, they endured the stress for 2 weeks, and then finally their bodies are giving up. So again, spring is good and all. It's getting warm, but this is the most delicate time of their existence per se. Change of the seasons. All right, so oh boy, the metal Medaka today is actually all your Medaka heads, but I just brought this over here. It's been a while. I bought like about 3 guitars from Japan last year. What I do is I purchase guitars in Japan via Yahoo auction, and I have it delivered to my house in Japan, and I pick it up when I go back. I literally brought, this may be boring, but bear with me, half of my guitars back. What happened is, so what I do is I take the necks off, and I put the bodies in my suitcase, and then the necks in another. Unfortunately, the necks didn't fit, so I was just going to do a carry-on. They said, oh, you can't carry on that. It's like 2 inches longer than what is accepted as a carry-on. So I left my necks to my buddies that were there at the airport, and I brought the body back. So this is an 87. Maybe some of you guys have not been born back then, but this is an 87 Ibanez RG 550. I got the body. This used to be it used to be lighter like this, but now you could see that it's faded over time. It's like natural patina, right? And that's the beauty of these guitars. This is when I was starting to rock back in 87. See, you could tell how the plate was on here, so it kind of preserved the original color, but now over time it has darkened because the clear coat got patinaed. All right, enough of that. Let me just take a real quick sip. Is the water still running? Yeah, it's still coming out. The slower the better. Gradual changes, right? Even when you're getting rid of the water, the water pressure, right, changes from a deep to a shallow. So you kind of want to take it easy. You don't want to do drastic changes. Man, I'm out of my beer, so let me just open another beer. Nick's is good. While I'm doing this, I got to thank all you Medaka heads and the beer donors, man. This beer goes out to Nico's Fish Son, Rocky's Garage Son, oh yeah, Nicola Son, all the way from Canada, man. I used to live in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada back in the 70s, and 8 Son, Lauren Marshall Son, local guy, Mr. Andy O Son, and the OG, oh yeah, Fire Harp Son, domo arigato. Oh yeah, domo arigato for all you Medaka heads. You could become a Medaka head. When you're on YouTube, there's a join button. If you hit that, there's like a subscription per month. It's like it starts at $1. And I haven't done it in a while, but I'll do like members only quick uploads. And when I do giveaways, I think I did that last week, food and stuff like that. As a member, you will automatically be entered. There's 2 tiers. The second tier, you get 2 tickets instead of 1. And you become a beer of the moment, whatever that means, and all that stuff. So, again, I think this year, instead of like trying to figure out like what the hell, it's just all trial and error, journey style. But what I'm trying to do, teach, but like just document like what I do on when I do have the time. Actually, here are the water hyacinths that I had in these tubs over the summer, or the winter per se. I just pulled them out to clean them out, but as you can see, they're green. It's never happened to me. In the past, during the winter, they would all die off, and I'll have some like stems left, and I tried to grow them up. But this winter, a lot of them survived, and they're luscious over here. I like water hyacinths for outdoors. It provides a space for them to kind of like hide in the shade, or if they do get attacked by raccoons and all that stuff, which these are the survivors of what I have left outdoors after the raccoon ran. Man, I haven't seen raccoons in like a decade, and just like randomly came. So survivors, I've not viewed them from the side. They are just like waking up for this new season. So I'm anxious to see them from the side view, to see their conformity. But I'm not going to net them out yet, because I don't want to stress them. Any stress right now that you or I cause can lead to death in about a week or 2, just because they do get stressed. Some do not handle well with stress. Oh boy, let me take another quick sip. Oh yeah, this is to the newest member of the Medaka Head Madness, Medaka Head member Jacob Hartley-son. This one's for you. Thank you so much, man. It's good to know that there is a Medaka like foundation family growing out there in the world, and it's good to know that the hobby is like slowly but surely growing, you know? So, domo arigatou gozaimasu, Jacob Hartley-san, Mr. Golden Arm-san, Phil Cam-san, Ozark Back-san, Icky's Aquatic-san, Cameron Kilmer-san. I think you won the raffle twice, right? I think you got the last Gex bag as well. Mr. Ten-san, Christian Aquino-san, Oli the Puffer Fish-san. Follow her on Instagram, man. She does this whole... I think she educates people. Like, I would not know how to educate people, but she's like an educator of aquatic stuff. Awesome. Nino is Mushi-san. Linda's Tank-san, and the loyal Fox Sake-san. Domo arigatou. take a quick sip for all you Medaka heads while I wait for this water down here. By the way, these are just like pumps that I get when I'm in Japan at Daiso for like $1.50. It's not made for aquariums and all. It's just for actually when they need a pump, like Secu is what? Like to get their like furnaces going during the winter when you have like liquids, this is what they use. And it's very inexpensive. It's easy to use. So, all right, so this one's pretty much done, right? So let me see, it's about 1/3. I'm going to pull this out. I use this net over here just to make sure that I'm not sucking any Medakas out. Once I confirm that I don't have any Medaka swimming around in here, I'll put it down. All right. That's lava rocks over here. The reason why I do have lava rocks, so basically this tub is like, there's nothing on the bottom, right? It's just plastic. And then I do use these rinsing, whatever you do to rinse for at the kitchen, right? I put lava rocks in there. And the reason why I use lava rocks is they have a lot of pores, and each pore means more surface area. More surface area means more space for the beneficial bacteria to grow. What beneficial bacteria does is it helps and aids in creating the environment and cleaning, actually, the toxic water. So I like using beneficial bacteria. So in a tub, I would always use some medium like this that has a lot of surface area. It may look like a rock, but there's a lot of pores. Surface area wise, there's a lot of circumference. And I would use or have living, I'm not going to zoom in, but you have ram's hornfish. After the Medakas poop their poo, they eat the poop, and because there's still a lot of nutrients left over in the poop, they're able to consume their feces and get nutrients out of it. So now, once the ram's horns defecate, whatever they defecate has been broken out so much that there's very little bad nutrients left where the ammonia could grow. So it's like a symbiotic relationship with Medakas and ram's horns. They coexist. But we feed Medaka's poo. The ram's horns eat the poo, and they break it down even more where it's easy for nature to take care of what it needs to do to get rid of the toxins per se. So, all right, enough of me. So up to the reservoir over here. It's just a 27-gallon. I got this at Office Depot, I think. Just filled it up with water, dechlorinated water, since we have chloramine. If you have chloramine in your water system, it's really hard to get rid of that by just leaving the water outdoors. Chlorine, you can leave outdoors, and the chlorine will basically evaporate. Since that doesn't happen here where I live in Pacifica, California, 12 miles south of San Francisco, I do use chemicals to get rid of it. So the only thing I've done is I filled this tank up this morning to make sure that the water temperature is pretty much the same as what I have down here. Now, I'm just going to start pumping the water. Yeah. From the reservoir into the tub over here. So that's pretty much it. So that was another about 60% of the water being removed and then now replaced. I did that a week ago. So after this run, next week, I'll probably end up scooping up the medakas, observing them for the first time in a specimen container, seeing how they're doing. While I'm doing that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace 100% of the water from the tub. I'm not going to wipe it down or anything because there's bacteria growing on the surfaces of this tub, and then reintroduce them so they'll have 100% fresh water. So the thought process is by that time, hopefully, it'll be total 2.5 weeks, right, of gradual changes as far as their environment goes, the water parameters, and it won't really affect them to cause any future issues. So that's that's what's going on in my small Medaka head, if that makes sense, and all that. So let me take another quick sip. Oh yeah, oh boy. So the way I have things set up is like, if you could do something, like I have a camera in one hand, I have a beer in another, and if you could actually do a complete or a water change like this with one hand, oh yeah, it's easy. What is the saying? Easy pleasy, yay. Oh well. Trying to do things as simple as possible is the way to go. It's not being lazy. It's not being lazy, but it's not being lazy. What is it saying? But it's being smart in the head. But for me, it's all beer power. So the more I have the brewskis, the more I kind of think, how can I do this with one hand to ease or to simplify the situation? So simplicity is best. Don't overthink whatever you are doing. There is no chemistry. There is, but there isn't. Don't overthink it. And bottom line is to try various methods and see how your fishes behave. How my fishes are behaving or medakas are behaving may not be the way your fishes behave. It's not a sudden transition, it's a gradual. And medakas are strong because they will adapt to these gradual changes into an environment that they are foreign to. But the key is gradual changes. Everybody says, man, they're strong, they could do whatever, and change them into a complete different environment. They're not going to do well. After a week or two, with all the energy that they have exerted, they're going to just give up. They're strong in a sense where they're able to last for a week or two, but at the end, they're going to just tire out and pass away. And they're like, they were fine, and all of a sudden, after a week or two, they started passing away. That is the reason. The reason why the medakas just start passing away, it's not of what you have done or they have experienced yesterday or the day before. It's what they experienced a week or 2 weeks ago. It's a compounding stress factor. So just remember that and all that. Let me just take another quick sip and wrap it up real quick. All right, I don't even know what I'm talking about, but all right, so this second water change of the season of this tub is done. Again, survivors from the raccoon attack. Oh yeah, something with water pouring, it's very satisfying. All right, enough of me today. Domo arigato, MedakaMetal style. Thank you all you Medaka heads. Fun stuff. So we'll do it again next time. 87 Ibanez RG550. Body only. The neck is left in Japan. Amongst with a bunch of other necks where I have bodies for my other guitars that I brought back. Literally, I brought half of my guitars back home this time. All right, so over and out, man. Domo arigato. Domo arigato for. Thank you so much for subscribing. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Over and out. It's MedakaMetal style. Out.